I've always been a fan of baking. Long-time lover of bread, sourdough, rye, you name it, I've tried it. But I have never, in my extensive career or bread-based pursuits, come across this. How to Make a Breadling by Brad Hock. A reprint of an old document from 1973 discovered on an island in a bookstore or library. The book is a highly detailed yet approachable guide to creating and caring for your own doughy homunculus. Unlike its other HoloPress counterparts, this 128-page booklet is designed, styled, and presented as a mysterious recipe book and instructional guide to baking a breadling, with all the necessary steps, ritual considerations, and complications that come from being a parent to a panne. Not only that, but this guide is a written account by its author whom studied under a master of their own, one who knows of the old ways of breadling baking. You see, making a breadling, as you may have guessed, is no easy task, but neither is life, and the implications of creating life are a lesson that this book reminds you with a kind and humorous manner. The responsibility, dedication, and acceptance of a life under your creation and care is important, but also your creation will be its own entity, and, in terms of breadlings, 80% chance of it being a total scamp and or rascal. The book is broken up into the required stages and the ingredients a prospective baker requires to correctly craft a breadling. Such ingredients like the hermit's wheat, cellar well ancient water, lamb's milk from old boy's tomb, salt, silk from the secret grove, a black duck egg, and finally, an eyelash of the baker-maker themselves. These must be sourced in the old ways, scattered across the isles of the island. However, should you be unable to source them, there is a handy-dandy monk's mod, which is one of my favorite aspects of this book. These helpful, adapted rundowns of the previous instructions are simplified ritual tips and tricks you can take to more or less achieve the same result in the modern day. Such as the ancient cellar water. Instead of gathering the stagnant cellar water of life-extending qualities, you can get 4 cups of naturally sourced water. Place them in a jar with a clear mind, whistling your intentions into it before sealing it with a kiss. Place in a black bag, then under your bed. Quote, "Doing this will allow you to skip the walking portion of the bonding ritual and let it take place through your dreams while you sleep." I love these monk mods. It's such a clever way to build the world, and as a cookbook it makes sense why they would be there, while also being a really funny nod to the extremely specific and often convoluted nature of ancient rituals in media or that sort of thing. That in our modern day, most people might also not have the time or access to do some of these things, but that it can still be done, and I love that notion. Soon, you'll find yourself making the dough and baking your little breadling, all of this masterly rendered by Bardo Bread, who truly baked these cute and crunchy creations, which are incredible. The photos, the artwork is amazing in this book, and another graphic design exemplary piece. I really do like it, and the consistent choice of colors throughout as well is really. So soon, you too will have a delicious devil of your own. Unless, of course, they become a botchling. With sourling being my favorite of the botch ones. This book by Brad Hock is a wonderfully clever and richly dense piece that had me chuckling as often as it had me reading in a foreboding dread at some of the island's secrets, these accounts, the implications. This is certainly a more uplifting book, which honestly is a bit of a treat in HoloPress, yet it still manages to keep that undercurrent of morbidity just beneath the surface, which I think we all appreciate and draws us to many of the works that HoloPress does. Regardless, this book was a truly charming departure from game lore books as well, but holds all the mystery and wonder of them in 2 small, doughy hands. I've been Haunted Picnic, and may the flower of eternity now rest in your hands.